16.
We live.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to
All
CouchSoup.
16 of
Welcome
you,
to
can I
Trailer
please
Talk.
have a thumbs up?
Thumbs up, thumbs
Yeah,
up,
right.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up for PJ. You
up
can
for
thumbs down
PJ.
for me. I
I
appreciate it
collect them.
as well.
No thumbs down. Thank you, number
I
10.
collect the thumbs up.
How
I
do
actually
you-
think,
I
PJ,
don't
were
think
you here
can
for this?
collect
Oh, I have a running count for my life.
them. Do you?
Right.
What are you up to?
Crow-
12? I don't know. What
Well,
is-
with this one now, I'm at 13, so.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
congrats.
Oh, good-
That's
good
lucky,
number.
lucky 13.
Good number.
I make Marisa gives me a thumbs up, you know? Just like,
Aw.
Is that a euphemism?
yeah, very much so.
Are you into surprise
mean,
thumbs?
To surprise them?
Yeah.
You don't even give them a warning. That's rude.
Hey,
Well,
salamander dude.
Hey,
Salamander.
It's
Salamander.
almost a Dutch name.
Hey.
Salamander. If it was Salamander Rude, it would be a Dutch name.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Salamander doom.
But Crow7
Nate-
Blah actually
Nate
had an
Tanner.
interesting take. I said that PJ's prediction is, I'm into the Spider-Verse, but there are so many Spider-Man movies. And I said that was pretty accurate. Is this how we're going to
That's-
see you play
yeah.
out today, PJ?
Fuck Spider-Man. I hate Spider-Man. It's like, I had a friend growing up,
How do you
Rod
hate
Cook. He
Spider-Man?
loves Spider-Man, and I just couldn't get into it. I thought he was whiny. The other characters were weird. Like, just tell
He's a
yourself who
kid.
you are. Like,
He's
like
supposed to
it's
be
just
whiny.
like, why are you like, who cares? Like, I mean,
He's
a
a
14-year-old,
teenager.
15-year-old teenager ain't gonna hide that shit. I don't know. The storylines were never. I don't know. I just could not.
know.
But I wasn't really into superheroes to begin with. But Spider-Man to me was just like, just shoot the fucker. Like, it's like, seriously, how does this
He
guy
can't.
survive?
He's
like
got
one
Spidey
bullet to
sense.
the.
He's got
No,
Spidey
he'd be
sense.
dead. I could kill him in a heartbeat.
He
You
dodges
could,
it.
you could do all of. You could say that for pretty much every superhero.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
true.
So, you know, when I
Yeah.
saw this trailer, oh,
Pretty
by the way, we did 8-Bit Christmas, right?
We
Yeah.
did.
Did anybody watch it?
Not yet.
yet.
It's
good.
exactly how I called it. Exactly. Yeah.
And,
So-
and
You'll-
you
you'll have
called
trouble-
it saying it was
you'll
awesome.
have trouble getting through it.
No.
Oh,
Come
really?
on. Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Let's save that
It
for
tries
the hot
so
takes.
hard to be
Well-
Christmas Story, and it fails.
Yeah, we
No.
could save that review for our another show where we actually recap other
We
trailer
never do the
talks.
reviews. We had to start going back
We
and
gotta
doing the
go back.
follow-ups.
Yeah, but
like,
that would
follow
involve
up on-
spending the time to actually watch some of those movies. Man,
You
that's
only
hard
want to
right
watch
now.
trailers. That's all Drew does.
That's all I have
That's
time
all I
for.
got time for.
That's
I
all
got
I
a
got
wife,
time for.
I got a kid, and I got a PJ.
Exactly.
I got no
I
time
got
for
no
nothing
time.
else.
There's no time.
There is
Oh,
no
man.
time.
Hi, Jack. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Just catching our stream for the
Oh,
first
yes.
time. Hello, welcome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Welcome to the CH.
PJ's got the hot takes. Yeah, he does. He's always
Jack
got the
van
hot
der
takes.
Ross. That's a Dutch name.
That does look like a Dutch name. Or it
So
could
Merry
be,
Christmas.
Could be a South African
it's Dutch.
name.
It's Dutch Christmas today. Today is Dutch Christmas Day, isn't it?
Oh.
How
Last
is-
night was Dutch Christmas
Why
Eve.
is Dutch so early? What did they miss the boat?
Look,
on
the Dutch
Christmas?
are smart. They wanted to get ahead of the rush.
Are they?
You know, they had Santa exclusively for them on the 7th. It's all done. They get their shit
Nice.
out of the way, and they
Honestly,
can
that's
drink
great.
through the rest of the holidays without remorse.
Without,
So
well,
they're
I,
smart.
Could we all
I can
just
do
start
that.
picking up on this?
I
oh,
do
no,
that
That
anyway.
would ruin it. Okay, gotcha.
I don't need it early.
I went to the Dutch store yesterday. Ran in there and got my roll
What
mops.
is the
got
Dutch
my-
store, PJ?
There's a
is
Dutch
that just
store.
like
There's
some
only
dude's house?
two Dutch stores. They're up in Bellflower. I got my roll mops, my pickled herring. I got my
What's a roll mop?
croquettes.
You got pickled
a roll
herring?
mop.
You
You
eat
take
that?
a nice pickle and
Yeah.
then you take raw herring that's been and you wrap it in
Oh.
the pickle and then you soak it in an onion vinegar mix. God, it's
No.
good.
Oh,
It's so
wow.
good.
No,
It's so good.
no, hard
That
no.
does not. Yeah, hard pass.
Yeah, you just got canceled, sir.
Yeah,
that is
so
not
good.
good.
Remember when I said I wanted to come to your house for the
intrigued.
holidays? I canceled.
Yeah.
I'm the
Do
only
you-
one that eats them.
Do you open
Cancel
that,
that.
and actually,
Oh,
like,
it's so
what
good,
does that
buddy.
smell
I
like?
honestly, you
Death?
should try it. I think you would love it. You like sushi. You would love this.
I do like sushi,
Yeah.
but
Sushi
not
you would
in-
like
not
this.
pickle sushi.
Yeah.
I never ordered.
Well,
I
isn't
never
kimchi
ordered the
pickled?
pickle roll.
Yeah, kimchi
Kimchi's
and
pickled.
ginger and all the pickled ginger.
Yeah,
you,
but
you
it's
would,
not
I,
wrapped
honestly,
in-
you would like it, buddy.
wrapped in
The ones that are
fish.
done in oil and onions, those are hard.
Oh, why?
You'll gag on that, man. I
Whoa.
tried. That's a tough
Really?
one.
Yeah, the Dutch. You know
Well,
what? I used to thought I'd go to Dutch and Dutchland. What it do Deutsch
In
Deutschland?
Dutchland?
That's
dude-
Germany.
That's Germany.
That's Germany.
Whatever. I'd
Listen, you go
there,
to Holland. All you do is
and
you
I would
drink
have a good
coffee
time.
and
Now
smoke
I'm
weed.
thinking I wouldn't.
No,
All right,
just
I would have a
drink
good time.
coffee and smoke
Yeah,
weed. You'll
check.
be fine.
Yeah.
The Dutch aren't known for their food. They're explorers. They've taken everybody else's
Known
food,
for the
but there's
food.
no Dutch
They're
cuisine. Like you
explorers?
can't, look, what's a Dutch cuisine? There is none. There literally isn't.
I've
any.
seen you explore. You're like, I went to my backyard today. I'm good.
Yeah, well,
That's
that's
your
because I'm half
explanation.
Canadian.
Yeah.
That's because I'm half Canadian.
I don't think Ferdinand Magellan was Dutch, but maybe.
Are you good at that?
He could have been.
The Dutch, they're quiet, man.
What-
The
name-
third
name a
largest
famous
investors
Dutch
in the United States. People don't even know that.
Somebody put a famous Dutch explorer in chat. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Fuck.
Oh
Looking
gosh.
this up.
Well, to be fair, hold on. There must
What?
have been Dutch explorations down in South Africa.
Oh my
Otherwise
God!
we
They
wouldn't have
in
Afrikaans.
Indonesia, South Africa, they own so much of it. It's
I rest my case.
And they were like, "Here, have a what'd you call it? A crunchy roll? What was it?
a roll mop. Come
A
on,
roll-
Jesus
a roll
Christ!
mop.
I
A roll
just
mop?
told you that.
Have a roll mop." And they were like, "Please, please, we'll do anything. Just we'll
No.
surrender.
No, please, no.
Not the herring.
Not the roll mop."
Come on, you don't remember Abel Tasman?
Of course, so many statues of him around
Willem
our country.
Barents?
What about Willem Janzoon?
Mm,
Come on.
yes.
Ah, yes, the household name
believe-
Janzoon.
I believe
Jacob
there's a brothel
Roggeveen.
named after
Roggeveen.
him.
Cornelius de Houtman. Come on, buddy. Like, what
Cornelius.
fucking
That's
history
a
did
great
you
name.
study?
Can we
Anthony
just-
Van Diemen.
That guy's a pedophile.
This show become?
But Drew does know all the famous Dutch supermodels.
I do. And there are a few. That's awesome. Well, now that
All
we've
right.
been caught up on Dutchland,
Yes.
Deutschland.
Yeah. Well, it's because we got to talk about. We got to watch some shitty, stupid Spider-Man.
Oh,
thing.
come
How
on,
many
don't
of
hate it.
these are there gonna
No,
be?
hold on. No, come on
Yeah.
now. This is Into the Spider-Verse. This is a
Yeah.
totally different thing. Into the Spider-Verse, the first one was
Kinda.
fucking unreal.
It was good.
It was so
There
good.
was. There's
It's
one.
of
This
the
is a
best
sequel
movies.
already. I haven't even seen the first one.
You haven't seen Into the
Okay,
Spider-Verse?
This is why you
Who
don't
is?
like
Is that the one with the girl from Dune?
Haley
What?
Haley,
No.
what's her name?
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Is that her
Is
name?
in this one?
Steinfeld?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
This is
Salma.
animated, mate. This is animated.
Yeah.
Oh, this is animated.
Come on.
Sorry,
Yeah, catch
I
up.
like the first. I like the animated Spider-Verse series. I
Yes,
did like
there
that.
we go.
I did
See,
like that.
yes,
That was
this
different.
is the sequel to that.
I like
Just-
that.
PJ just shows up. I have no idea what we're doing today, but
Nothing.
Here's
PJ's
my hot
happier
take.
about the animated.
Here's my hot
so
take.
I appreciate that. I actually appreciate that.
I'm honest. All right, I'm honest. You get nothing but real from me.
I don't know how anybody watches this show. Anyway,
Oh, they don't. Only. Oh wait, we
Oh,
have
he's thinking
37
of
people
Zendaya.
suffering
You're right,
through it
Jack.
now.
He was thinking of no.
All right.
No,
Yeah,
No
I'm
Hope.
thinking of Zendaya. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Tom
yeah. I
Holland.
tried to get her for a job once, and the response was she's trying to do more mature stuff now.
well,
Oh,
you probably
okay.
did. You offer her a roll crunch,
In Con Man,
roll wrap,
Oh really? Ah,
crunch wrap, supreme.
a roll
she's
mop.
killing it.
Roll
She's
mop.
It's
absolutely
called
killing
a
it.
roll mop.
I'll get it one of these days.
That would be awesome. So
All right.
there.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so we're watching
back.
Spider-Verse 2
Well,
Across
no,
the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
I know
So-
a lot of people online calling it Spider-Verse 2. So
I mean, it's kinda-
Spider-Man
well,
Across
but
the
it-
Spider-Verse.
And it's
Yeah.
and the big reveal. Well, let's just watch the trailer. And then
Let's watch
the
it.
big.
Come on,
Okay,
put
let's
it
watch
up
the
there.
trailer, okay.
Count her down.
All right, okay. Let's watch the trailer in 3, 2, 1, play.
Another universe. How many are there?
In another universe. What?
I love the sound design.
Yes, liking this so far.
Yeah, at least it didn't start on a dumb Pellman crash.
I love this. It's the same song from the first one. Look at the colors.
I wish I would wake up and see this. That would be awesome.
Gwen, how did she? How did you get?
Dope.
How have you
That's
been?
cool.
It's a long story. Is this the room you
I love how he's
parked
like trying to play cool.
It is, but my dorm room is very adult.
There's no toys here.
Hey, are these your drawings?
What? No,
Nice.
Good.
His dorm room? So he's in college now?
Awkward.
I guess so.
In the first one he was in high school, and he's in boarding school.
Although he was living on campus for his other.
Yeah, but he was in
Where do you
boarding
buy
school,
those
I think.
outfits? Like seriously, where do you buy that? Like as soon as you have a superpower, you have to go find a leotard with weird stripes on it.
No, they made it.
I don't think
Makes-
that's why I
it
can
makes you
never have
mix it.
superpowers. I can't have superpowers. I would look awful in that. It'd look like
Yeah,
50
I can't
pounds stuffed in
sew.
a 10-pound sack.
Oh wow, that's a great shot.
Cute.
I love how she put the mask on and the hood over.
I mean,
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's so cute.
That's great. I love the little wink. Whoa.
That's cool.
Into the Spider-Verse for real.
It's so cool.
That's
Get it,
cool.
Spidey. Oh. That was smart.
Why is one Spider-Man fighting another Spider-Man?
I know. Be friends, Spider friends.
Yeah, aren't you Spider friends?
Whoa. Spider-Man.
It's a nice little tease.
I love that.
Ooh.
The sound is so good. Part 1.
Part
And that's the reveal there, guys.
Wait, what?
October?
I have to wait until
Oh, I
next
have to
year, all the
wait.
way to the end of next year.
Yeah. I know. I mean,
What?
yeah. Well, okay. So, I mean, first, what is this? This is this is a first look, is what they're calling it. So,
Like
I
a
mean,
teaser.
yeah, I mean, not even.
little
This is sort
taste.
of like, we are so far away from finishing this thing. Like, this is like basically what we've animated. You know, or I would imagine even like the shots we've seen are probably are still have polish to go.
Sure.
Right. This is sort of like getting us excited, revealing that there's a part 1 of 2, getting us a little sneak peek of Oscar Isaac's character there. The new Spider-Man, what is it, 2099?
2099, yeah. Oscar Isaacs, is that right?
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so this
Rightfully
looks really
so.
cool. The animation, God, that first film just crushed it, and
So cool.
it looks so good. I don't know how they're doing this, but it just looks so interesting. Like the vibe of it, right? Like the color, like you could see the warm, like there's shots where it's like warm and blue at the same time. In his world, the way they use like the sun, and it's always in this warm. There's warm light, but there's always this like cool blue
Yeah.
that surrounds it as well. It's so cool. And then when you get into when he drops into the Spider-Verse, you could see they hop through like several different universes like within like several seconds.
Yeah.
And each place they go to has a different art style, which is super cool.
Which is
And I was
really
and I was
fun.
and I was reading that like the Phil and Lord Miller, they were thinking like they actually wanted it to actually look like several different artists were making this film. Like so each universe is almost like illustrated by like a different style and a different type of like a different person almost. So
Yeah.
That's so cool.
and on Twitter I saw just a quick hot take that they were showing like each one was like, so they would actually hand off each scene to a new person. Like, so like this person illustrated this few seconds, this person illustrated these few seconds, you know, so they actually like broke it up like that. And like you could see the transition points. If you like scroll through, you could see the transition points where like Spider-Man 29 will kind of like wipe the screen, and that's where the next scene
next
would take
artist would
place.
take-
Yeah, it would take
cool.
over. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love that.
So I think we're going to be able to, I think this is going to be pretty interesting animated. I mean, did this win the Academy Award? Do you guys know? Did this win the Academy Award for Best Animated Film
I believe so.
last year?
I believe so.
Let me
I will
check.
double check that for you. But yeah, I would be very excited to see this because I like the fact that it's multiple artists doing that kind of work. I think that's really cool. But there's always some sort of like uniformity. There's something to bring it together, and I think that is that colors, like this wide array of color scheme and these like color bubbles that they did in the first one as well. They're just like seem to be
Yeah.
bubbles whenever they're
Yeah.
going through different universes and stuff. I just think it looks really good. I'm very excited about this. I love
Yeah.
everything about the first Spider-Verse movie. I think it was such a good and well done film. I'm also very excited to see more of other universes because it looks now like we're probably going to go to Gwen's universe or on the way there. Because in the first film, we got
Yeah, who
glimpses of
knows?
their universe, and then they were just like with us in
Yeah.
Miles's universe. Whereas now it looks like we're going to all of them, so we're going to be traveling through to a lot of them. And I've read that there's more spider people along the way, friends that we've seen before in the first one, and new ones, which is so cool. So
That is
cool.
cool.
I did see a tweet though. I did see a tweet that did kind of make me go, this would be fucking dope. Is if they somehow melded that with Tom Holland's No Way Home, or like the real Spider, like the
Yeah. Like he jumps into like
Yeah.
the real life version and then
Yeah.
jumps back out.
And
yeah, and, like,
I
the
kinda
new
was
guy.
like, I'm okay with it. I really want that
Are
to
you?
happen in like a very
Ugh.
small, short cameo version of something that would be so
Yeah.
cool. Just
That'd be
swinging
Like
by. Can you imagine
who
just
would
swinging
play
by
who would
Tom
play
Holland?
Miles Morales in the real life version? Wait, quick hot take. EJP, thank you for the soup, buddy. Interdimensional soup, we
Yes.
got you, mate. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, EJP.
Yeah,
What's
who-
his name? What is his name? Hold on. I saw.
Are
Well,
you guys done with the circle jerk yet?
no.
Oh
No.
God,
Not
no,
yet.
No, we would like
hold
to
on.
circle jerk
McLaughlin.
some more,
Hold
please.
on.
Thank you.
Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah. He
Would
seems a
be
little young,
good.
but
Miles
yeah,
is young.
yeah, I know.
I
But
mean,
you
well,
always get somebody a little older. I feel like to play younger. You know, like Tom Holland. What he's
Yeah.
like 22, 24. I don't know.
Caleb,
Tom
how
Holland
old
is
is he? He's like
definitely
18?
24, I'd say. But I feel like Caleb is older now.
20. Oh, he's 20.
Yeah, he's 20. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Right,
is he?
wrong.
I didn't think he
They
was
grow
that
up
old.
so
I
fast.
know. They
How
get so
is he
old.
20?
All right, Stephanie, do you have anything good or bad to say before PJ just ruins the stream?
Or Jaden Smith.
I'm
That would
so
also be a good shout,
excited.
please.
I saw that Issa Rae. I was trying to read up about it, but then IMD crashed. But Issa Rae is possibly going to be Spider-Woman in this, and I was like, yes. So I think there's lots of potential to add because, you know, it's not just Peter Parker Spider-Man. There's, you know, so many different Spider-Man. So I
Yeah.
think it's really cool. And I'm loving all the Spider-Man movies that are circling right now.
Okay.
I'm excited, but I'm also really excited. I mean, about the animation style. I agree. I think it's cool because I get kind of tired of like all the animation looking the same. Like everything's 3D and like pretty and realistic, and I like them incorporating like the different styles. That reminds me of like college and seeing like all of like the student films and like all the different animation styles they had, and so it's cool. It makes it unique and it makes it stand out. I mean, for him to go from like a 3-dimensional world to a 2-dimensional something that looks like it's not complete, like like even like the people in the background, like they're not like there's not a lot of detail, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. I saw Nate Tanner posted. I think the original voice actor from Spider-Verse would be nice. Shameik Moore. I agreed. Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, why not? You know, why not? Just let him run with it. If
Yeah.
you're in the live action, I think that'd be great.
Oh,
That would
really
be cool, too.
I do also think all in the game user said Caleb is more of a Static Shock. Yes. Like when can we see Static Shock? Like I would love a video or a TV series something like that of Static Shock. That animated series was really big part of my childhood. Actually, I was really a big fan.
The Spider-Man
Yeah.
animated series? Yeah.
No, but Static
really
Shock
good.
had his own like
Oh, I don't
spin-off
remember
cartoon.
that.
Yeah.
Did he?
He did.
I totally fucking
was
missed
great.
it.
Yeah. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look at that.
Yeah, it was good. I would love to see Static Shock as a villain.
I
Well, not a
agree
villain,
with
but
that,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like in the Spider-Verse somehow.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
Salamander, dude, your phone is only at 4%. You got one job. It's to go find a plug that phone in, plug that phone in, so you can continue watching our show.
Absolutely.
That's all you got to do, man. Find a way. All
Run
right,
like the
PJ.
wind.
Yeah, PJ, let's go.
Go hate,
You guys are ignoring
hate away.
me.
Go
Ignoring me.
soup roll.
Okay, so this is called Trailer Talk. So let's examine it as a trailer. So
Well,
let's
okay.
be honest. You guys were reaching.
Wait, we're gonna stick
guys
to
were-
the purpose of the show?
You guys were reaching. You were talking
Alright.
about Twitter
Dutch-
and all
Dutch
these
food
places to
guy.
try and to come up with why this is going to be good. But the trailer itself, come on, that was underwhelming. And I've seen just as good animation on Saturday morning cartoons. I don't know where you guys are going off with the animation is so
Really?
great.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. So, anyways, my point is this though. While I was watching it, because I just thought it wouldn't make me want to watch that at all, especially knowing, but because I know how good the first one was. Yes, I'll watch it. I don't think it did a good job as a trailer. I think it was rushed. But what I love about it and what it reminded me was when that girl dropped through the ceiling. I'm like, I'm going to see that in a real movie one day. When you look at the way animation leads what people are doing in the world of motion graphics and 3D, they turn to stuff like this where they let companies get these great new young artists and let them go to town and do stuff that you may not have seen before, and then one day you're going to see that in a real movie, and you're going to be like, well, that's cool. So I like seeing how they push the envelope in the certain elements. There just wasn't much of it here. I'm hoping there's a lot more to come.
Yeah, I think I that's why I wanted to clarify what this is. That's what it is. It's a first look. They're not even calling this like a teaser trailer. Like
Yeah.
it's not even a trailer. So like it's sort of like the premise of reviewing it as that it's hard. I agree with you 100%. This isn't a great trailer, and it actually does a pretty poor job of like telling us anything about.
Or even getting me excited.
Yeah, other than showing us a little bit of like what throwing someone through the multiverse, the Spider Verse here might look like, which is kind of cool. It doesn't really and kind of showcase us that obviously Gwen's back, like big surprise there. It just sort of it's sort of just like wetting our palate. It's literally that's all this is. And I guess we have to kind of take that with a grain of salt, right? You know, like we don't know the story. We don't know anything. This didn't give us anything. It was basically this was given us to reveal that the fact of the title, which is Across the Spider-Verse, and that it's a part one. I think that's what this was meant to do, just kind of give us that. But I agree with you. Like the timing's weird. Like it's sort of like there was. I guess I wonder if they were trying to take advantage of the or No Way Home hype.
Maybe.
Here,
Maybe.
they're sort of like there's a lot of hype around Spider-Man. Let's just jump into that conversation. It's literally trending on Twitter every other day. So I'm wondering if they're just trying to keep that ball rolling. I don't know. I was trying to understand the PR move here, why this came out. Yeah, it does. It feels real early on this, but I hear you totally.
Maybe they have a large budget and they're going to spread it out now.
Yeah,
mean,
Maybe they're
maybe.
super excited about it.
I
It
think
could
there
be.
I think there is a lot of hype about this though, and I think you're right. I do think they might be like hopping on the coattails of the excitement for No Way Home, and all of that, because that's killing it in terms of a multiverse right now, right? Because like there's Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and stuff like that. So it's like I think this is gonna be exciting. Let's release a trailer like now to get people hyped for this, because it seems like you say very early for October next year. That seems very far away to be releasing a teaser. But I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm still very hyped. I'm very excited. I really, really did enjoy the first one. So the fact that they've released a teaser for this one just makes me more pumped to see the next teaser or trailer whenever they're going to release that. I don't mind that it's not giving me much story. I don't actually mind the fact that it's not telling me anything about the film, because I want to go see the film, so that's a good thing for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a different demographic. Maybe I'm just different. I just think I'm still hyped about it.
Oh, you're different.
Yeah.
You're definitely different.
in a bad way.
I like how you're on a show called Trailer Talk, but you're like, I don't want spoilers. I'm like,
yeah, I don't like spoilers. I don't like trailers all that much.
Too bad.
Yeah, I've avoided them for a long
But
time.
that's with what makes the job easy for these people, and then they wonder why things flop. But they
Sure.
pander to the base sometimes, and they know that you're going to go see it anyways because the name Spider-Man's on it. And I'm just like, seriously, with all that money, you can't get smart enough people to entertain me properly. So, you know, that said, though, I'm just being extra harsh, but I did love the first one. I thought the first one was really well done, and I'm assuming the same is going to happen here. They're out really early for some reason.
Yeah, yeah,
That I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, but it is probably just because of No Way Home, honestly. Like, coming out soon.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
like, so I feel like they are definitely writing, and I totally agree with you guys. But
No Way Home's not out yet,
No, it comes out
Next
in,
week?
next
on
week? No.
the 17th.
and we did a talk on that one already, right?
We did,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
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 I wonder,
that.
you know, like, I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if they came out with this to kind of, because to Pagan's point earlier, I wonder if there's a little bit of a tease in No Way Home about like maybe cross connecting these, because he goes to the he's traversing the multiverse, or the
That's
multiverse is
true.
coming to him. So I wonder if they're putting this out there so that people are reminded of this
That's
exists
interesting.
in the world. So when something happens in No Way Home, we can kind of like, it's fresh in our minds. We can connect the dots.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there was a thought process there that people wouldn't know what was happening in the movie in a moment, but if they release this trailer, it kind of brings it to the forefront, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Because
could be-
it's like definitely probable that could happen. The fact
Yeah.
that both movies are touching on multiverses, like,
yeah.
it's definitely definitely probable.
Yeah, and I guess that's I think a part of my issue too with the nomenclature of like how they're titling these, like, you know, like No Way Home, and then you have Into the Spider-Verse, and now you have Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So you're going to have Across the Spider-Verse Part 2 as the third film. I guess I don't know. I don't know what to do here, but I'm getting my spiders crossed, right? Like everything's sort of like, you start to type in Spider-Man and like 10 things come up now in Google, and you're like, holy shit, I don't even know what's going on right now. So I am feeling a little bit of that Spider-Man overload. Like it does feel like so much is going on. Yeah, no, yeah, totally. I'm with you, PJ. I guess again, it was a weird timing on this. To your point.
I'm okay. I'm not mad at it. I
You
think it's fine.
think? Hey.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. It's been. I'm kind of itching for something good, like something that just be like, like those
Matrix.
movies. And maybe it's because a Matrix. Yes, I can't wait for Christmas. I cannot wait. 12/21, 20. Was it 12/12/21?
We're gonna go see
I can't wait for that. I just want something good. Like I want to see I want to be blown away like an Avatar or an Alien or something. I want something that just knocks my socks off, and I just haven't seen it.
No, I
Like
hear
what's
you.
great you've watched lately?
Yeah, so the thing is, like, I think on that
Dune.
note, it's going to be hard for them to replicate the way that the Into the Spider-Verse was received, because it was completely different, and like a really like some people were just like, I didn't expect that to be good, but damn, was it good? And it's
That's
going
how
to
I
be so
felt.
hard for them to actually replicate that experience now, because they've already done it. Now they're just doing it a second time, but
Yeah,
hopefully
that's true.
better. But yeah, I
The
think
wonderment's gone.
yeah, the wonderment is
Yeah.
gone. You're right, PJ. And I just think how has anybody really done that recently? Like, other than like, what has really recently just blown your mind? And I'm like, oh yeah.
There was one. Some things I'm just like, okay, that was good. Yeah, but that TV series, cherry soda,
Oh, yes,
flavored
yeah.
cherry.
Oh, yeah.
That was wild. That
That
was just
was
like,
wild.
okay,
Still
you
haven't
went
seen
there.
that.
You went there. Interesting.
Oh.
And everybody on
Yeah.
the chat's talking about Arcane. That was really well done.
I wanna
Arcane
see
was
that.
really
Oh,
well
not
done.
yet.
Yeah, I
really
haven't
need to
seen that
watch
yet.
That.
Yeah,
it's
that
been getting
animation
great.
looks
Arcane
really
was
good
really
too.
well done.
Yeah,
Yeah, the animation was stellar.
Yeah. The only other thing I kind of wanted to hit on this trailer that I thought was really interesting is it's the way it starts. It starts with meanwhile in another universe, which is really
Yeah.
strange. I didn't quite understand, because I thought because it set that up, that title card comes up, meanwhile in another universe. So I assumed I was seeing another Miles Morales in another universe, but you quickly realize this is the same Miles and same Gwen that we saw from the previous Into the Spider-Verse.
And I think
So
where
the
the
only
movie
reason,
left off.
what's that?
But is it?
And I said I think where the movie left off too, because he's sitting in his room or something, and like she's calling out to him.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And he's sort of
Yeah.
like, he is listening to music, and you can just hear Miles, and then
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
like this
I forgot
takes
how
up
that ended.
place right after. Yeah, that's a good catch. So I don't get the
Sorry.
meanwhile in another universe, unless this is supposed to be like an end credit scene after Spider-Man No Way Home. So it's sort of like No Way Home
yeah,
comes out, and then like this is an end credit scene or something like that. Like I think somebody mentioned that in the chat too. Yeah, Anthony LaMonica. I would love to see this teaser premiere in theaters before No Way Home, or have the teaser as one of the end credit scenes. It seems like it's set up to be a part of, like, you see something and then it's like, meanwhile in another universe, and this is happening. So I don't know. I thought that was an interesting title choice. I don't know if you guys had any thoughts
Or
on it.
maybe it's just kind of like pulling it
Oh,
out of like our universe, so we're like watching it, and it's like for us as the viewer, we're like, there's multiple universes. God, I hope not.
it does say that though. It says meanwhile in another universe.
So maybe that's just what they're playing at, is like,
Yeah.
Ace
Miles
Warrior
is
wrote
in
in
our
the
world.
chats, or is it bum,
Or is it?
bum, bum?
Yeah. Well, okay.
I know,
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm reading
Go
it
with
like
the
I'm
dun,
reading
dun,
it like
dun.
ass. Why is he saying bum? I don't get that.
Yeah.
This guy's a butt fan, huh?
Bum, bum, bum.
Interesting, yeah.
Ass.
Was it Venom?
or was it Venom? Oh,
No, I'm just reading Crow
think-
7. Was Spider-Verse an end credit scene in Homecoming? I don't think so.
no.
I don't know. I don't know what the another
It could have been
another
Venom,
universe
but I didn't
means.
see the Venom 2. Venom 2. Yeah, it's interesting. In another universe. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So it's like, is the same thing happening to another Miles with another Gwen, that they recognize each other, and another
possibly,
like
because
it's kind of like saying a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You kind of you can erase everything, like
Right.
nothing. You know, you can make up whatever you want.
And-
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's such a weird thing.
he does look like he looks taller or something. Like
He looks
lankier.
older.
And it sounds like when he says his dorm room, it sounded like he was in college or something. Because in the first one, he's in boarding school and he just looks a bit more kid-like. And now he doesn't. And Gwen looks
She's got pink in her
older
hair.
or taller. Yeah, and she's got longer hair. It's pink now.
I like Ace Warrior. Maybe it's just a typo.
Nah,
The dude just hit another twice. He's like,
that
oh,
typo
shit."
would have cost somebody thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
if not more, hundreds of thousands. Or whatever.
It's like,
Well, there
no,
goes
dude,
info.
one another. Are you sure? It should be two. I don't know.
Can you imagine, like, just being like, yeah, we worked so hard on this trailer preview, can't wait for it to show up, and it shows us like, was that a fucking typo, bro? Like, this has gone out to the world.
We had a creative
Genius.
meeting without you, and we
yeah.
decided to change it.
Turns out, yeah.
It's too much nerd talk for me.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see,
PJ just started working on like something else. You
I
can see
did.
it.
I'm editing right now.
Did you,
Yeah.
did you see that for No Way Home, they've listed them in the cinemas? So, you know when you have, like, the poster in the cinema?
Yeah.
And then underneath it gives you a brief description of the movie and the cast and director?
Yeah.
And they've listed in the cast Tobey Maguire and Andrew
Did
Garfield.
they really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. In several cinemas. I've seen it all over the internet. And they're like,
Someone's
getting
for that."
fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
This is
Under, like,
Kevin
someone's
Feige.
getting
Like
fired Reddit or something like that.
Kevin
yeah.
Feige is like rolling over. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are fucking idiots. We had one job.
Yeah.
I imagine he
One
just like
fucking
pushes a
job.
button.
Don't confirm anything. And then at the top
Yeah.
build cast, it's like Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire,
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
Right.
I
Like-
feel like he has cameras on everyone, and he's just like watching everybody constantly. Like, he's
Yeah.
Oh,
got,
they
like,
were fired for sure.
you know, like bugs and.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's probably the most interesting news that I've seen with the No Way Home
That
thing
is
recently.
funny.
And they're doing a lot of press and everything like that as well with Tom and Zendaya.
Yeah.
very
It kind of.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
Basically, Spider-Man's just
I
everywhere.
really like that
PJ,
ASMR, PJ.
you're breathing heavy. Your
Yes.
nose is breathing into the microphone. It's kind of distracting.
breathe
you should go
louder.
have
Yeah, PJ,
a
that's right.
dude roll, a Dutch roll,
I go back to the
salamander
studio.
roll,
Roll mop. Jesus
Roll
fucking
mop.
Christ! It's a roll mop.
roll. That doesn't make sense. No one on their planet would
When
call
can I go
anything.
to work?
Do you know what a mop is? It's what I use to clean
It's
my
a roll
floor.
mop. It's a
Yeah,
roll
right.
mop.
That sounds like
Why
you're
would
saying
I-
a roll
Really good.
mop.
If you don't-
Like it's a mop you roll.
ROLLMOP.
Oh, he is saying
Yeah,
a roll mop.
it is
Yeah.
saying roll. I know.
It's
It's
like a
what
little fancy mop that you just roll up
it's
and
like
put in your
something I'd
bag.
go to Target and buy to like clean my floor with.
Yeah,
like
totally.
not something I
Do they
would
call?
eat.
Do they call it that because you roll them up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you roll them
mop.
up? Is that why?
Like as mop. Yeah. There. See someone.
Is
Got,
it-
oh, it's only one L. Thanks, Agramonia.
Oh, thanks,
Roll-
Agrimony. You knew what he was
roll
talking
mops.
about?
They're so fucking
Yeah.
tasty. They're
That's
so
amazing.
Good.
No way.
I love them.
I'm
I love
sorry.
Amazing.
Hey, when you come over on the 18th, I'll have some for you. I'll have some croquettes ready for you. Some beef
croquettes.
croquettes.
Yeah.
They're deep fried. They're really good. A little hot
I'm gonna-
mustard and beer.
They're gonna be. I could just see it. PJ had a Christmas party. Everybody had roll mops, and then there was only one toilet. No one knew what to do. There was
My
shit
girl, when I
everywhere.
open the can of roll mops, my girls won't even go near me.
That's like
You know,
that's
they
his
do look kinda
entertainment,
nasty
though.
in the
he
can,
blocks up
but
all the
I'm
other
sure they're good.
toilets. Yeah.
They're super tasty. I love them.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Or what's the croquettes? Is like a potato croquette?
It's potato and meat and spices, and they're kind of deep fried. If you're ever in
Yeah.
Amsterdam, they've got them like
It's a
go to a
dumpling.
Fabo, and you just go in, you put a gilder in. I'm
potato
probably sure
dumpling.
they're more now. Open it up, take them out, and they're hot. And you put they're so good.
See,
They're
in Ireland
really
we have
good if you're
croquettes, but they're
hungover.
like they're almost like little cylinders of potato that have been rolled in like breadcrumbs and deep fried.
Kind of, yeah, but these ones have meat in them.
That sounds good. Put me in
Yeah,
it,
it's really
makes it
good.
better.
It's really good.
I'm so
It's
sorry,
really
vegans.
good.
What the fuck
So
are we
sorry.
talking about right now? This is not the
Sorry.
food
Fucking
channel.
sorry.
You guys are the
We
always
worst.
end up
This is
talking about
trailer
food. It's
talk.
not-
You
it's
got
not
one
our
job.
fault.
Oh, you gotta go back
You
to
got one
fucking
job.
another Spider-Man
Listen.
multiverse storyline.
Yes, and yes.
Blue and red
Yes.
pantsuit.
Oh my God! Listen,
I think it looks
Spider-Man
really
haters.
good, and I'm
Listen,
very excited.
PJ's Twitter handle is @PJ. Go send the mob. Get him. Get him.
Links
Get
in
'em,
description
Mom.
below.
Sick 'em.
The Spider mob. Get PJ.
Spider Mom.
He doesn't like Spider-Man
Yeah, well,
for
I
some
got
reason.
in trouble. I got in trouble for. I think we all did. Who'd we shit on for
Oh,
the
the Snyder
the
fans.
Snyder thing?
Yeah,
That was
everybody but
vicious.
Pagan.
That
Pagan
was
got love.
vicious. We
got
got some
hate.
hate on that one.
Yeah. The Snyder Bros
Know
came
your
after
audience,
us.
guys.
Yeah, know your audience. I didn't know we had that audience, but
No,
apparently,
actually, to be fair,
If I got $1
I'm
for
just
every time
very
somebody
utterly
hated
fan
me,
of
I'd be a
Snyder.
zillionaire.
no,
Yeah.
you'd have $10.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, see, and it would all be for me. Um, actually, something I did remember I wanted to mention is this whole idea of like obviously the multiverse. The only issue I have with when you do like multiverse shows or the idea of the multiverse is that, and we've seen it right now with the new Spider-Man No Way Home, is you can easily bring back dead characters, right? So now we're seeing the Lizard that died. We're seeing Doc Ock who
Sandman.
died. Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
don't know if Sandman died, but
Didn't he?
yeah. But yeah, you're getting these characters that are coming back. So and it kind of takes a little bit of the weight away from the previous films, like when they do like that weight of like, holy shit, you killed William Dafoe, like like he's dead.
How he died was
I'm
so
wondering,
sad.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know if I like it
back-
when dead characters come back. I kind of
Yeah,
have some
right.
plausibility, and I guess the
Yeah.
multiverse gives you the plausibility.
Yeah,
It does.
that's it,
It does.
yeah.
It gives you the plus. It gives you. It's like it's sort of like what J.J. Abrams did with Star Trek. He's like, well, you can bring back everybody because we're in an alternate universe now. So anything's fair game when you go to another universe. Like,
So is there a
anything can happen.
universe that exists where you're not cranky all the time?
Yes,
Possibly.
probably. Yeah. Well, it's the same universe where roll mops don't exist. So you got to take one with the other, I guess.
Oh no!
But
what
I'm
else
wondering
doesn't
if
exist?
Uncle Aaron comes back from Mahershala Ali's character
yeah.
from the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
film,
yeah.
and
Oh,
like he has to
no.
deal with that. Like, is there a good
Again.
version or a version where he didn't go to the wrong side or didn't die?
Right,
And what is
yeah.
Spider-Man like if Mahershala Ali's his uncle didn't die? Like what does that Spider-Man become? Is it
Did you
the
ever hear
Spider-Man
that theory?
2099?
Do you ever hear that
Interesting.
theory about consciousness across the multiverse? So that basically there's you have one consciousness across the multiverse.
Buckle
And
up, folks.
every time you die in that multiverse, you're just coming on to this. Now you're on to the next one and on to the next one. And every time you're waking up in this one, you think that you're in this, but somebody just died in another multiverse. And now your consciousness is in here, and you're taking off from here. It's a really great. It was an MIT paper. It was just fascinating about how
Interesting.
there's a single consciousness for yourself across all multiverses, and your death in that multiverse just snaps you into this next one, and you just don't get any sense of crossing these multiverses.
So, but then they're all the same then? Because
They're
if
not
I'm
the
snapped into
same.
another
No.
one, wouldn't I
It's your
realize like a difference?
consciousness. Yeah, I'm just butchering this thing and not doing it justice.
It's okay.
I was
We
a
all
little
need-
high when I was reading
Yeah,
it.
No,
you,
hold
a
on.
couple
I think-
edibles,
I think
we'd
what-
all be on the same
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, because people have experienced.
But it's a fascinating concept.
You'd like go down this rabbit hole. This is rabbit hole on TikTok, and essentially they're all talking about
we don't watch
experiences that they've had. It's on TikTok. They're all talking about experiences that they had that could absolutely swear was real, and it doesn't happen or it didn't happen. So, for example, someone had posted in a comment and was like, I had just put my daughter to sleep. I had checked my phone, and like I have her picture as my background. I checked my phone, and it was like 9:09 or something like that to put my daughter to sleep. I went outside, and then my husband came home, and he walked in, and I was like, God, you didn't even ask about insert name of daughter here. I've put her to bed and whatever. And he was like, we don't have a kid. And she was like, what? So she checked her phone again. Her phone cover had changed and went back upstairs, and there was obviously a normal room, not a kid's room. And she could she was like so convinced that she had just flipped into a multiverse somehow and flipped back in, because she was like, I couldn't
Well, no,
remember
she died in the
everything.
other one. She died in the other one and snapped in on this one. There was some residual leftover, some cell memory that made her
Right.
think that. Because when you think
See?
about the theory of the multiverse, there's an unlimited, like an infinite number of universes out there.
Absolutely.
So that means there is there's a universe where everything is identical, but Drew's wearing a hat that has a red fleck in it.
Right.
I mean, that seems.
So
a
it
little-
doesn't mean that it's it has to be that off, but I don't know. It's interesting. I love them all. The math supports it, so I'm all about the multiverse.
I'll send.
mean,
If
the-
I find that rabbit hole, I will send it to you because it's
Yeah,
very
the
interesting.
the math does, but I don't know if the
But
math
Crow
necessarily
says,
does.
well, who was living her life until that point? Well, she was. She was.
She
Her
was in the
consciousness.
multiverse.
It's still her sense of self, that consciousness.
what-
How you respond in that environment is the stimulus of that moment.
So I'm getting deep here, but like string theory doesn't necessarily solve for like consciousness, right? Like because there's not necessarily
No.
any sort of mass associated with like
Some people would argue that there's what is it, 12 grams
yeah
of
that
consciousness
when you die,
die, that handful of nickels thing.
I mean that
But
I'm always a little suspect
consciousness has already been proven to be a chemical reaction within your brain. So
because
you know,
just like when you eat chocolate.
Myself and Stephanie
Look at
are just
her.
like,
Yeah. See.
I'm like taking
Consciousness.
everything in.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, it's. I mean, the multiverse is cool, and I'm glad we're finally getting.
but
that.
M theory is different than string theory.
The
There's two-
multiverse
there's
theory. You're right.
There's
Yeah.
because in
Well,
the string theory, I think you only have 13 possible dimensions.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
but the idea there is similar, right? Like in the sense that there's separate dimensions, but as well as universes, right? This is sort of the same idea.
Right, but,
this idea.
but we can't comprehend what that other dimension is. And I often equate it to somebody that if you were living in a 2D painting and I was holding a bucket and you said to me, what's in the bucket? I wouldn't understand that concept of what's in the bucket because that's a third dimension. When you're living in 2D, you don't have that ability to get that concept of inside something. So if you at a sixth dimension, we can't even fathom what that means to live inside that sixth dimension.
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, technically, if you think about like what a black hole is, right? You know, like that operates on several different dimensions because the way it warps space and time, right? You know, so like you
Well,
could
that
say like
happens
that's
through mass. That happens through mass, though.
right,
That
but
the
it's
warping
also
happens through mass.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of things are done through a mass, through time and relativity, right? So that's how the string theory, that's how it breaks out those separate dimensions, you know. So
The string theory does, yes.
yeah,
I'm
but the
gonna fail
multiverse
this
theory.
test.
me
Yeah.
too. I have not taken any notes. I don't have any wine.
There will be a quiz. There will be a quiz.
I hope everybody's taking
But the
notes.
multiverse, there's supposed to be an infinite number of multiverse. There's even a theory where the gravity that we have in our own universe is the pressure of another
Yeah, the
universe
dark matter.
in a dimension that's near us. No, the gravity.
Dark matter?
itself.
Well, yeah. Well, the dark matter makes up like 99% of the mass in the universe, and that's what they think is
We
like.
don't know what that is.
We don't know what it is. So it could be like, you know, across other universes merging into ours. You know,
Yeah, agree.
nerds.
Nerds.
But it's cool. I mean, like, what a time to live in. Could you imagine somebody like a
Wow.
film trying to visualize this
Yeah.
idea of a multiverse in like the 40s or the 50s or something like we live in a world now where we can do such cool things like No Way Home. We're going to be able to visually see what it's like to travel in a multiverse, or like how Doctor Strange can warp reality, and then it's cool to see like live action take like like you were saying, PJ, like the visualizations now that we see in animation that are so cool, and then put it into live actions, and then animation take it even further, which is what I think Into the Spider-Verse, what made it so cool was its ability to kind of just be wild and crazy in its ability to showcase color and animation and universes glitching in and out and in a way that we had never seen before. So
Yeah.
it's very, very interesting.
I actually
what
think
a
I
crazy
prefer
world.
it. Like, I think I prefer watching this kind of like multiverse stuff or any sort of time travel and then like that in animation. I just
Yeah,
think it helps like the realm of disbelief type thing. You know what I mean? Like it helps set up that the mise en scène is just perfect for you to be like, yep, I'm in that. Whereas like where it's real life and it's No Way Home, I may be just like, cool gimmick.
Yeah, I
You
could
know,
see that.
whereas I think like I find it I guess more convincing or just more fascinating to watch in animation. I like to say with the colors and everything, especially in Spider-Man, like Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, the color scheme and the sound design in this film and obviously now the next one hopefully is just Chef's kiss. So good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
work hand in hand together. The animation and the sound. It's...
Yeah. So great.
And
Yeah.
it's cool. Like, it's just different. Like, just I think somebody mentioned, I lost it in the chat, but like you could hear like like the Spider-Man 90s. Was it the theme
Oh
at
yeah.
the very end?
Oh, nice.
Like a little hint. And then somebody also mentioned the new animated Spider-Man series that they're gonna do on
Cool.
Disney Plus.
Oh really? I didn't know about this. And more
yeah,
Spider-Man
I'm blanking
shit.
on its
Great.
more Spider-Man shit. You can also watch the old Spider-Man shit if you want to, to prepare.
The old Spider-Man stuff was good though. It was
It
good.
Yeah.
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 All right, I got to get back to work in the studio and make some shit.
Yes.
Alrighty, everybody.
Let's wrap
we
this
all-
up.
We'll wrap
we
it
all
up.
do. Yeah, that was good though. That was a good multiverse conversation.
was
We
a
got
good
it. We got
multiverse
Drew and I have
some-
a new show called The Multiverse. It's going to be on
I
Thursday
will
morning.
subscribe
and
right
you have
now.
to be
I'm
high by
honestly
the time
still
you're
gunning
on.
for like
You're gonna need shrooms.
a PJ and Drew drunk cast where you guys just shoot the
Drunk
shit on like aliens
We should do a he said, he
and
said.
multiverse.
He said.
He said. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be like 100%. Our audience would be all male. Like no one would care.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not good.
Yeah.
We'll work on the branding.
Yeah,
on
we'll
it.
work on it.
We'll
He
get
said.
there.
He said. Why would anybody watch this? I don't know. No, the problem with me and PJ, like our arguments, there's a point where we would just like get up and like we would just like hang up on each other, like oh, fuck you, and then we'd just leave. And it would the show was some shows would be like 2 hours long, and some shows would be like 10 minutes. We'd be so mad at each other.
We'll
Especially
see.
if there's booze.
Yeah,
I would love to do that. I would.
I would love to.
I'll pitch it. I'll
Hang
write it
up on
up
Drew.
and I'll actually pitch it. I'll just do up a little. It's gonna be
Do
3
up a
letters
little-
or three sentences.
Yeah.
I think that we should do a Kentucky bourbon show with Drew.
All right.
All right.
And
I
we,
could
we
source
drink
some of that.
bourbons and
That sounds
shoot the
nice.
shit about.
Like,
Multiverse.
that show gets
Nice.
expensive real quick.
We got sponsors, baby, sponsors.
Sponsors.
All right,
Travel around,
wrap
taste
this
some
shit up.
bourbons.
Let's go. I gotta go work. I got people
All
waiting
right.
in the studio. Let's go.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys. And if this will be, check us out on CouchSoup on YouTube. You can also check this out on CouchSoup.com, as well as wherever you find your podcasts. Just search Trailer Talk, and you'll show up in your sweet little ears, whatever you're doing. So
Yes.
I appreciate it. I'm Drew. That's Stephanie. That's Pagan. That's Grouchy Pants, PJ. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Bye bye.
guys.